Hey guys, welcome to SS Multimedia. I am Kritika Balakanta, and today we are going to be doing multiplication facts. So in our lesson today, which is multiplication facts, I'm going to show you two ways that can help you with multiplying. And one way incorporates facts that apply to multiplying two numbers. Our objective for today is understanding multiplication facts in different methods that incorporate some facts that apply to multiplying numbers or multiplication. So we have a pretty long objective today, and I don't know how many of you know what incorporate exactly means, but I'll show you what that means by doing math. By solving problems, I'll show you what incorporate basically means. But if you want to know the exact definition of incorporate, the exact definition of incorporate is take in or contain something as a part of a whole and include. So what that basically means, and our objective for today is, so that basically means that we're going to include or incorporate some facts that apply to multiplying numbers or multiplication, and we're going to be doing two different methods to understand multiplication. So again, incorporate means include as a part of a whole, and contain, take in or contain something as a part of a whole, include. So we're going to include some facts that apply to multiplying numbers or multiplication. So we're going to include facts, and they're going to apply to multiplying numbers or multiplication. So let's get started with our lesson. So what is the first method? The first method is find a pattern. And today I'm going to show you how. So here I have 7 boxes drawn to represent seven groups of 3. So we're going to write 1, I don't have room for group, so 1 of 3, 1 group of 3. I don't have room though. I don't have enough space to write group of 3, so I'm just going to write 1 of 3. And then we have 2 of 3, 2 of 3, and then 3 of 3, and then 4 of 3, 5 of 3, 6 of 3, and finally 7 of 3. So we have 7 groups of 3 drawn out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to count them like this. We're going to have arrow marks. So let me just draw arrow marks for each box. So I have 7 arrows drawn out for 7 boxes, 1 arrow for each box. And now we have 1 group of 3. And 1 group of 3 is equal to 3. 1 group of 3 is equal to 3. 2 groups of 3, let me write this better. 2 groups of 3 is equal to 6. And that is because we have 3 plus 3. We have 2 groups of 3. 2 groups of 3 is equal to 6. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, so that is 6. Next, we have 3 groups of 3. 3 groups of 3. That means it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals blank, because we didn't solve it yet. We have 3 groups of 3. 1, 2, and finally 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 9. So the third box is 9. Next, we have 4 groups of 3. 4 groups of 3 would be represented as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. We have 4 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groups of 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 12. I'm not going to do the math out for each of these boxes here, like add 3, 4 times. I'm not going to do that because that's actually pretty simple, and I think you guys can do that yourself, so I'm not going to do that part. So this is equal to 12. Next, we have 5 groups of 3. So that means it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. We have 5 groups of 3 written down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. We need to count after each time we do this. We need to count how many threes, how many groups of 3s we have, so that we can get the right answer for this. If we count it wrong, we're going to get the wrong answer. But anyway, we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. We have 3 in groups. We have 5 groups of 3. So that means this is going to be 15. If you add it, you'll get 15. I'm not adding it in front of you guys because that's going to take a long time. So I'm just going to show you. This is 15. Next, we have 6 groups of 3. So let me just erase all of this. We have 6 groups of 3. That means it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Now we need to count, or else there's a high chance that we might get the answer wrong. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 3. So 6 times 3, or 6 groups of 3, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, is equal to 18. So this is 18. So next, we have 7 groups of 3. So that is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Now we need to count again so that we don't get this wrong. So let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 groups of 3. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, or 7 groups of 3, is equal to 21. So 7 times 3 is equal to 21. Now we drew a model over here. We drew a model to solve this. This is one of the methods. It's called find a pattern. We're finding a pattern. So if you notice, we can also find another pattern over here. If you notice, let me just get another color. Okay. Notice 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. 12 plus 3, is equal to 15. 15 plus 3 is equal to 18, and 18 plus 3 is equal to 21. And if you're wondering why it's like that because, let me just scroll down a little. Okay, it's like that because multiplication is just repeated addition. It's nothing more. It's just repeated addition. So how many ever times you add 3 to 3, that's how many times you're multiplying by 3. So what I mean by that is basically, suppose we have 3 times 4. We already know it's 12 because we have 4 groups of 3 over here. So we already know it's 12. But if you just want to solve it, you can also do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. This is adding 3 4 times. This is all repeated addition is. It's nothing more than that. So this is equal to 12. And when you're doing this method, I really recommend to have a piece of paper with you and a pencil so that you can make sure that you get your answers right. You don't want to get anything wrong. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, so the second way is use facts you already know. What is the second method? The second method is use facts you already know. Use facts you already know. So what this basically means is I'm going to write a problem here and we're going to use that as an example. So suppose we have 6 times 4. Suppose we have 6 times 4. So how we're going to solve this is, a simple fact that I usually use is I divide the 6 into half. I either divide the 6 into half or the 4 into half. So you can either divide 6 into half, like split 6 into 2. When you split 6 into 2, this is equal to 3. So how to do that is basically, it's a little harder. You have to multiply fractions to do this if you want to do the technical way, or you can just do it in your head. Split 6 into 2, which means 6 minus 3, because 3 is half of 6. So 6 minus 3 is equal to 3, and you get your answer when you split 6 into 2. Or you can do it the technical way. You can do it 6 times 1/2. This is also equal to 3, but it's a little harder. But anyway, you still get 3 either way. When you split 6 in half, you get 3. So you can multiply 3 by 4. So you can multiply it by 4. You can keep this number the same when we get another color. You can keep this number the same. You don't have to change it. You can keep 4 the same. So we get 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. If you do your math like this, you can do your math like this. Or if you know multiplication already, then this is basically just 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, as we discussed right over here. 4 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 4. Whatever way it is, it's associative. So it's the associative property of multiplication. Sorry, it's not associative, it's commutative. So what basically commutative property of multiplication is basically just 3 times 4 equals 4 times 3. You can switch these numbers around, and either way you get the same answer. This is basically just A times B equals B times A. If you learned the commutative property of addition or subtraction, this is the same thing. Nothing changes except the multiplication sign in the middle. So that's the only difference. Nothing else changes. But anyway, if we keep doing our problem, we get 12. And then we do this a second time because we split 6 into half. So that means we have to do it twice. Again, we do 3 times 4. And 3 times 4, as we got over here, is still equal to 12. So now we add 12 plus 12. 12 plus 12, we add that because we split 6 into half and we got 3. And we did 3 times 4 twice so that we could make up. So basically 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. Now this basically means 4, 6 times 4. We did 3 times 4 twice so that it would be the same as 6 times 4. And we got 12 plus 12. 12 plus 12 is equal to 2 plus 2 is 4, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So 12 plus 12 is equal to 24. We got 24. So if we recall our steps, basically we just split 6 into half, and we got 3 times 4 and 3 times 4. And we got, for both of them, we got the same product because it's the same problem. So we got 12 as our product. Remember, product means multiplication answer. Product means multiplication answer. Just keep that in mind because I'm going to be using that word in my future videos as well when we're multiplying. So just keep that in mind. So we add the products next. We got the product 12 for both of these because it's the same problem. And we added both the products and we got a sum of 24. Again, sum is Sum is addition. Sum is addition answer. It's the answer to an addition problem. Remember, keep that in mind because I'm going to be using sum, difference, product, and quotient in my future videos. Quotient is division answer, product is multiplication answer, sum is addition answer, and difference is subtraction answer, so just keep that in mind. So now we just recalled all our steps. So that's it for this lesson, guys. I hope you liked the video. Also, if you have a friend that's going to 4th grade or is in 4th grade, don't forget that our 4th grade playlist is coming out soon. So please share this video to anyone that might find this useful or helpful. And comment down below if we need to change anything in how we make our videos. Give us feedback so that we can make them better in our future videos. So, bye guys. Thank you.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SS Multimedia. Also, click on the notification bell to know when our next video drops.